President Bongbong Marcos is optimistic the new members of his economic team will be assets in tackling challenges to the country's economy brought by the El Nino and conflicts in other parts of the world.
Make sure that such growth is felt by our people of all parts of society. The dividends of economic growth must not just manifest in raised family incomes, but in the improvement in our infrastructure, in our healthcare systems, our educational systems.
Frederick Go, former Robinson's Land president, now the Investment and Economic Affairs Secretary, will lead efforts to invite foreign investors. He will also serve as the coordinator between the government and the private sector for the Maharlika Investment Fund.
There can be PPPs, there can be joint ventures. Maharlika Investment Fund might also be involved. So his expertise lies exactly there.
Our goal to attract strategic investments into our country calls for, number one, improving the ease of doing business. Second would be reducing friction costs. And third, finding solutions to navigate the bureaucratic challenges that we face.
Ralph Recto replaced Benjamin Jokno as Finance Secretary. The president says with his experience as a former socioeconomic secretary and as lawmaker, government will meet its income generation targets and will spend the money more efficiently.
He will be championing reforms, leverage his influence in both houses of Congress, draw in investments, and create better jobs while raising funds. I also have asked him to be at the forefront of our anti-smuggling drive, pursue tax cheats.
Number one is to collect for next year, I think, 4.3 trillion in taxes. 3 trillion with the BIR, 1 trillion with the BOC, and I think the Treasury is about 300 billion. Yeah. So it's all about fiscal sustainability. And like I said, you have a national development plan to fund. Incidentally, we will be borrowing 2.7 trillion next year.
Mr. Marcos is all praises for Jokno, who was instrumental in keeping the economy afloat despite the ill effects of the pandemic. Jokno will return as a member of the Monetary Board. The president says there's a long list of projects that he wants to implement together with Recto and Go. Recto says the government will need to earn at least 20 billion pesos daily to fund all the government projects. Gerg Cahiles, CNN Philippines.